The Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered 12! I covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into a Tuesday morning, afternoon episode of the Bostonian versus the book. Dave Sharapan, the book, Matt Perrault, the Bostonian, live on YouTube, live on Twitter at Boston versus the book on both of those, and live, replayed live. Sports Grid replay soon to be on Sirius XM. More on that in just 1 second. Happy Tuesday, my friend. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. Little appointment this morning went well. So we're good. We're good. I came outside and had a parking sticker on my car right in front of my house. After the show, I'm going to get to the bottom of that. We'll save that for best thing about today.
Like a I hit your car, sorry sticker?
Oh.
No.
That I can't, I guess, leave my car in front of my own house a certain number of times during the month. And the kids are a lot of moving parts. It's like running a valet service over here with all these cars and all these. We got 6 cars in and out with Pap, Grandma, me, Mama, and the kids. So everybody got to get in the driveway. This and the last one in gets a street. I had a little sticker on my car this morning. I'm gonna find them. That's all right. I'm gonna find out who put it on.
HOA type of sticker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate them.
Oh, yeah.
It's really dumb. I can't, on the outside of my house, I can't have white lights on the outside of my house.
Really?
No lights. No, you have lights. They're considered Christmas lights to be in it. They have to be pulled down within 30 days of Christmas. All your Christmas decorations have to be pulled down.
There's a window you can have.
But I have a courtyard in the front of my house.
Yes.
That is dark. Like someone could hide really easily in the front of my house and I would never see them. Never.
You mean next to the driveway or right on the stoop?
You know, when you walk up, you know how you walk up and to take the left and you go up the stair and take a left?
Yeah.
On the other side of there is a little like inlet. It's like an L. You could hide right there and I would never, ever know you were there.
This is true.
And I've said to them, can I put a spotlight there? No. Can I put lights there? No. Well, that's really, you have motion detection you can put there if you want, they've said.
Yeah.
Which is what I've done. But it looks much nicer if you have a nice, white lights like you would see outside of a restaurant or outside of a golf course or something nice.
Yeah.
Nope. HOA, every time I do it, I get a letter. I get a hate letter from the HOA that says, we'll fine you. We'll come and physically remove it ourselves. Yeah, it's all HOAs are they're evil. They're all evil. And the people who run them, I know they're giving their time. They're doing it for free, but they're like hall monitors in high school.
I'm running for the next one. I thought I was too busy to do it, but I ain't too busy now.
Right.
I'm running for the next one.
Right.
I want to go listen to the meetings. I want to go. Somebody explain this to me, please, because that's my house. That's my car. Everyone knows that's my car.
Oh, but it's street parking. That means it's the
county. Why don't the other people that park on the street get the stickers?
Amen to that. Right.
That's what we got going. But anyhow, tell the people about this announcement again, because
so
I don't know about you. I got 5 or 6 texts yesterday.
I got a bunch of congratulatory DMs from people saying congrats on the XM news. That's really cool. And look, it's just another avenue. It's another platform. It's a chance to grow the audience. And we will tell, when the audience is replaying the replay on XM on channel 159 starting on a week from today, Tuesday night, week from today, on the 5th, they will learn about the live show. Like the whole idea is the more people we pull to the live show, the better. Like if you're watching on Sports Grid, if you haven't ever watched the show live, we would love to have you guys come and be a part of the chat. That's the lifeblood of the show,
right? The
heartbeat of the show. The true essence of what BVB is live. Now, obviously, we love you guys watching in a replay. We love people work, people have lives, totally understand it. But that's why I'm pumped about XM, because it's a chance to, broaden the audience, get more people to come in and be a part of the live show on YouTube. So
yes,
that's cool. I mean, I know more people are finding it on Twitter because, it's football season. The complaining pains in the asses are back. It's automatic.
Yeah.
They're back.
Yeah.
It's incredible. We had a guy taking over our Discord channel yesterday arguing about Iowa State. You wanted the Iowa State people. Here they come.
What was he saying? They're going to go season wins over?
Yeah, that. He was, the Northern Iowa that I said Northern Iowa was going to beat Iowa State. He's all pissed off about that. He's pissed off that I bet under Iowa State wins. He thinks that the gambling scandal is nothing and that we shouldn't be talking about it, and that, it's not a big deal. Everyone's doing it around the country, and it's just the Iowa State fan. It's the little brother, myopic.
Well, I mean,
give me my respect type of stuff.
I agree with him that there's people doing it everywhere. That's
the show. It's my response to him. He asked me, he kept on tagging me saying, "What's your take on this? What's your take on this?" And I said what I said on the show. And then he said, "On what day?" And I'll go back and listen. I'm like, I don't know. I've said it 5 times on the show that it's happening everywhere. It's not just an Iowa State problem.
Well, I mean, listen, that's fine. I mean, at least he's responding, but tagging you nonstop and then asking you, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button here, and you'll be able to, get a notification and you won't miss it ever.
Right.
Or subscribe on a podcast app and it just comes right to your phone and you can listen to it whenever you want. We appreciate you doing that. But yeah, with football season, here they come. And they don't stop, which is okay. But you know what? Sometimes do you ever feel what's your take on this? I don't know. Or I don't really have a take on that. Is that enough? But
no, it's not good enough.
You always feel like you have to have a take?
I mean, if it's something I actually care about, I'll have a take on it. But no, I mean, if I don't care, I'll say I don't care. That's my take. I don't care. And that makes them sometimes just as angry. How could you not care? What do you mean? How do you not have an opinion? I don't have an opinion. I don't know. I don't care. And that just riles them up even more. But they want you to agree with them. What they want to hear is, "You are right, kind sir. I am wrong." That's what they're after.
Sure, you have to throw that in there too.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
I know, but it's like someone would come up to the counter today and say, "Hey, what do you think about the Braves and the Rockies?" I don't know. I'm not looking at that game.
Right.
Well, what do you mean? Do you like a game today? Well, I mean, yeah, kind of like San Francisco again, or the under, or both, against the Reds. Oh, I don't look at that game. What do you like about Cleveland, Minnesota? And I go,
no, it happened. It happened on the Juice Discord channel. It happened last night where a guy was going off on me because he doesn't like future wagers. And he was like, I want you to bet the things that I want you to bet. Like I'm a wind-up toy. I'm supposed to just do what he tells me to do. If you don't like it, that's fine. Don't bet it. Don't go off and complain about it nonstop, going I fast forward on your podcast. I just fast forward your picks whenever you do futures.
Just the picks. That's
okay.
That's what you had to name it before, because they just wanted the picks.
Right. I was like,
that's great. It's not for you.
That's what I said. It was, some people like betting futures. Some people like the strategy of taking a future, putting a flag down, and then playing off of it. I explained that's what I am doing. I'm taking a position in order to play off of it later in the year. But you don't have to do that. But telling, just getting all huff, I don't like that. That's why I was like, it's football season. Everyone's already cranky. The games haven't even started yet, and everyone's already cranky. Geez. Baseball season sucks, but at least they don't have that guy. At least the whiner's been I forgot what that guy is like, in getting football back. It's oh, you're back. Okay. Mr. Myopic, me. This is about my betting, me. I want you to do what I tell you to do. Okay. I get it. Wait till I lose. You're going to be really fun when I lose. I went 2-0 last night and you guys are whining.
Yeah. This is the life of someone that works at a sportsbook counter. I see Jay Buck in the chat. He understands it. They're going through it at the Encore in Boston with just staffing issues and a lot of things and hours of operation or a big question in a book. It's like that in the casino too. We've talked about it in the past. When you're sitting there and you want to play $5 or $10 blackjack, and there's 3 empty tables of dealers standing there at $25 a hand, they never change the limits. They never open them up, and you wonder why as a customer. I wonder why now as a content person, how someone has the balls to say to you, I don't like futures. You need to bet straight bets every day or games that I want. Who the hell? Come on, go on your show and bet your own picks. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, come and watch the show, be a part of the community, offer your opinion. You won't be shamed, and you won't be like unit shamed or anything. We might disagree,
which is fine.
For God's sakes, like football season. It
brings that guy back. I mean, you mentioned
they never leave when you're in the book, though.
Yeah, they never leave, but they're quieter. They're quieter in the book, and then they get all, once the book starts to get louder, more people come into it. They got to get themselves louder because they got to be heard. They need to be seen. They need to be given the attention that they're craving, and they just pick up the pace. And that's what football season brings. Just don't be that guy, okay? Like we thank you for watching.
On our Discord, bvbshow.com.
Yeah, don't make it. Yeah, I agree. It's just not fun. All right, the MVP market is drunk. I don't understand. So a week ago, Ronald Acuna Jr. was minus 1,000 to win the MVP.
Had the one, you had to lay. Yes,
10-1. Yesterday, all of a sudden he's a dog. He's a plus money dog. Minus 140.
Yep.
Minus 140 on Mookie Betts after what happened with the Red Sox. The thing has completely flipped around, and Acuna now is a minus 160 favorite to win the NL MVP.
Betts is a favorite.
No.
Wait, today?
Today.
Acuna's
look at
back
the market.
Hold on. I didn't look yet. Hold on.
Look at the FanDuel market.
That's fantastic.
What are we doing?
What the hell happened to him on the field last night?
We'll get to that next. Yeah. But what was that? What is this market? In 3 days, we ping pong like this on a futures market on an MVP. It's one game, it's one performance, it's one weekend. What are we doing?
Did Shams or Woj or somebody put out a report that he was going to win it? What the hell happened? What happened?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
What Acuna's doing, I mean, he should be the MVP. I have no argument.
He had a hell of a game last night.
Dismissed that Betts doesn't get it, but like,
did someone place a really big wager on Mookie over the weekend, and then someone came back and bet on Acuna and get plus money on both sides and get plus?
Most likely not. I mean, that's a good idea. That's working. They won't like that in the Discord, and the experts definitely won't like that because you can't give away all the trade secrets.
Well, I'm saying, is that what happened? I mean, to me, that's where my first gut was, oh, okay. So someone took Mookie Betts at plus 180, and then the second that Acuna came back at plus 140, somebody hammered Acuna, and they got plus on both sides, and now they're good.
Now it's just an earn.
Now it's a flip.
That's what's in the business. That's called an earn, where it doesn't matter the result. You just earn a little or you earn a lot. I like the way you're thinking with that. I'm going to ask the chat right now. Who would you vote for if you had one vote? Mookie or Ronald? Who do you think more people are going to say right now live
Acuna.
In the chat?
Acuna.
I don't think so. I think we're going to get more bets. That's a nice-ass Braves hat. The people love that one. I got that one too. Those clubhouse hats are awesome, aren't they? They're so comfortable.
Oh, they're awesome. They're so comfortable.
They're so comfortable. Soft. I think they're the best hats I got. I bought a bunch of teams because they were all on sale, and they're emblems that not a lot of people see. But Acuna. Yeah. No doubt Acuna, Ronald, Acuna. Wow, not one person is voting Betts.
Because Betts has got help. Like Betts, and I'm not saying I'm not saying that Riley's not there, and I'm not saying that Olsen's not there. I'm not saying, but Freeman is a guy who was in the convert. He's the third option is Freddie Freeman. Okay.
Yeah. What the hell does that mean? Matt Olson is the fourth option and the only other option There's 2 Braves and 2 Dodgers.
I don't know. I think Acuna is the MVP, personally.
I've been saying it for months that he's the MVP, but you saw what happened. These things, that was one of the coolest moments of the season when Mookie got introduced in Boston. And everybody saw it. Even people that aren't Red Sox or Dodger fans saw it and commented on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people over the weekend that aren't baseball fans. They're like, "Did you see that thing with Mookie and Fenway?" Yeah, I did. Yeah. So I thought, oh, wow, this is going to be talked about a lot. And it was talked about a lot yesterday on a lot of content shows. There was people cutting clips all over that were talking about it. All that talk, and I think still people are going to vote Ronald.
They should.
Right?
Now, you want to talk about what everyone's talking about. I don't know how the hell this happened last night, but Coors Field, you guys got to shape up. Not one, but 2 fans got in contact with Ronald Acuna Jr. in the outfield last night. One fan hugged him.
Awkwardly.
He was close enough to stab him.
What was that?
It could have been really bad. That could have been an absolute horrific scene in the outfield last night. And I know you say, well, the guys go through metal detectors and whatnot. Tough to get a gun into a ballpark. Yeah, but you can get knives and sharp objects into ballparks pretty easily. And you wind up letting a fan get as close as he wanted to get because he literally wrapped himself around Acuna. And then a second fan came out of nowhere. A third fan was on the field and they got off the field. They actually turned around and ran back on into the stands. I think they caught that person too. But how did that happen?
How did it happen? Why did it happen? Where did that guy come from? Where did the other guy come from? If I'm Acuna, what do you do? Like, I would run. Like, I don't think
100%.
I would stand there and let him hug me.
Nope. I would jack him. I'd lay the dude out.
Oh, I'm getting away from the confrontation.
That too.
I didn't know what they got, what they're holding, and all of other stuff. Like,
my initial reaction is to come back. My initial reaction would be to pull back and get away. But if they keep coming, I'm laying them out. I'm not waiting to find out. I'm not waiting to see what they want.
Speaking of waiting to see what they want, Daryl Stout just came in the super chat.
Hi.
Dropped a nice little comment. I've been listening to the show since January. Thank you for providing great content to help pass the day away at work.
Nice. Thank you.
Awesome.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. So thank you, Daryl. Appreciate it.
If you guys have topics, remember the super chat. If you guys want us to address topics in bonus time, you can go in the super chat and drop it in there, and then we'll address it in bonus time.
Put them in there. So, we both have 9-year-olds and they see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say it all the time, you cannot fool the kids. And I have 2 grown-up kids too. Not grown-up, but they're 20 and 18.
Right.
And the question just comes up, Daddy, what the hell was that? Like, why would somebody do that? How do you answer that question, Perrault?
The same way when my daughter asked me today, why did we take the 2 things hanging off the cat? She asked me, if only girls could have babies, why do we fix boys?
Oh,
deflection. Go a different way, because I don't want my daughter to know that there's psychopaths in the world that will do stupid, crazy things all the time. So keep the innocence as much as possible going.
I guess, but I go the other way. Like, I like to just hit them with the truth, like right away, because then I don't have to think about what did I tell them earlier. What now I got to.
Yeah, it's not a lie. I don't lie to them. I just don't tell them. I don't want her to think that there's. If I take Madeline to a baseball game, I don't want her thinking, is someone going to jump on the field?
That's exact. That we've been to 100 games. Like, the kids go themselves now. The big sisters take the little sister, and they go over to the stadium and watch Aviator games all the time. So they're like professional, baseball game attendees.
Right.
And they're like, how did that guy get on the field? And where was everybody at? And why did it take so long to get them off the field? I don't know.
Yeah.
No answers.
Right. There are no answers. It's all Colorado to answer it. Be better, Coors Field, because copycats are coming now. This is everywhere, all over the internet. Exactly what they wanted. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
I didn't tweet that one. I saw it. I was going to tweet it, and I'm like, that one's weird. Like, what the hell? And he stood there. How did he stay so calm? And then they kind of hugged him and he went down on the ground. I'm like, oh my God, get up.
Yeah, I didn't like his reaction was, I don't know. He had a weird reaction. Like, he wasn't bothered, which I give him credit. Like, he thought, okay, you're an idiot. Like, he didn't really care, which I would have, in hindsight, I hope somebody said to him, hey, next time, don't just stand there. Like, move, get away from them. Don't let them just, grab a hold of you. I don't know if it was a protest. I don't know if it was just they were big fans or Brave fans or Rocky fans or their edibles went bad. I don't know what happened, but that was not a normal human being reaction.
Is it a natural assumption from every single person that's going to talk about this story today that the person was on edibles or high because it was in Colorado? 100%, right?
Psilocybin is legal in Colorado now, right?
What's the word you just used?
Psilocybin. Magic mushrooms.
Oh,
I
was going to say, I got to text my wife. I don't know what that is.
I think that's legal. I think psilocybin mushrooms, I think they're legal in Colorado now. I might be wrong about that, but I think they decriminalized that, I think. But they were on something. Like, they weren't sober.
JPC the fourth said it damn near dry humped Acuna.
He did. He's right. What they did. That first person, that's exactly what they were doing. 100%. They wrapped their legs around the guy.
What was weird. That?
Creepy as hell.
Do you remember Morgana?
What? No.
So there was a woman named Morgana who used to have triple D's.
Okay.
Big ones. She'd come out on the field and hug and kiss a baseball player. I remember being a little kid and going, oh my God, what is she doing? Like, she got on the field in Pittsburgh and she ran over.
Oh, that girl. Oh, the bang, bang. Oh, yeah. The bouncy. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Bouncy.
yeah. I remember that video. Uh-huh. Yep.
The size is off the charts. There's no amount of letters that you could use for the size of those
Z's.
bolt-ons.
Yeah. Those aren't bolt-ons,
Triple D's. Those are real as could be.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was innocent. And like, she would come up and hug or kiss a guy in the cheek and then run off the field. And security would be like, you're out of here. Let's go. What happened to those guys last night?
In the tank. There'll be a rain this morning.
In the tank.
Yeah.
I worked with my buddy, Rob. I did not work with him. He was my best friend, a kid across the street. His parents were divorced. He basically is the other brother that we didn't have. My line mate in high school. He got a job working security at Three Rivers Stadium in the late 80s. Guys get on a field like that, they get in a tunnel. You know what? That's not good.
No, I've heard horror stories. Like, if you go on the field at Yankee Stadium or Fenway Park, it is really bad for you.
Bad.
Like, once they get you off the field, good luck. Because you're spending the night because you can't get a rain till the next morning. So they have drunk tanks, aka jails, in the ballpark. You sit overnight, and they will. It's not a good place to be.
I'm not sure about sitting after. Like, you squinting through an eye that may or may not be like attached, kind of upright, or wiping that dry blood off, like underneath your nose. Like, something might have happened. Like, you fell.
Right. Oh yeah, he fell on the stairs. Sorry. Whoops. Yeah, he slipped. Or I don't know. He just got when we got there. He was already like that. I don't know. Bad. Tyler says, yes, they're legal in Colorado. So I was right about that. So psilocybin is legal in Colorado. Okay. And then he said they were lucky it wasn't a Monica Seles situation. And he's right. That's what I mean. Remember when she got stabbed by the fan on center court at Wimbledon?
Yeah.
I mean, those are the things that, I mean, exactly what I thought was, what are they trying to do to him? Like, are they trying to hurt him? Because it wasn't normal. It wasn't like, I'm running on the field. Look at me. Haha. They went right for him.
Yeah.
And then they hugged him, grabbed him. I was like, I don't know what you guys are on, but whoa. Bad look, Colorado, for sure. We'll see what tonight looks like, because they're going to be copycats now because of it sucks. once one person does it, then they try.
It's so bizarre, though. The whole thing was just not like it was a game I had no interest in, and the Braves were going to win, and then it was tied, whatever. And then I saw the tweet and saw the clip and saw it again, and I was like, no, I don't want to talk about this. So speaking of talking, Brommelkamp's on in the morning now, right?
Yes, he is. Yes.
So he's a full-time Brigade member.
Phenomenal.
Live with us now in the afternoon, which is great.
It's beautiful. We love it.
Now we can go on his show.
Oh, yeah, right.
In the morning.
Yeah. Man, that 4 o'clock wall, though,
sunrise.
doing morning drive. That 4 o'clock at 4 p.m. Central Time, when you get up at 4:30, whatever he gets up to go do the morning show.
Yeah.
That 4 o'clock wall is a real thing.
Is it?
Oh my gosh. I did it for 5 years. Yeah. You get to 4 o'clock and you think it's like 10:30 at night. You're just out. You're out of steam. You're out of energy.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant 4 o'clock in the morning.
No. No, when you wake up, I mean, that can be tough too, but normally you get up because it's the show day. You're excited to do the show. So you get up and your mind's racing about topics and guests and whatnot. So that's easy.
Right.
It's just once of getting
wall hits.
Yeah. Like you would normally hit it at like 6:30. You hit it at 4 and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to go to bed. You get
Senior
really
citizen
tired.
Special.
Exactly. You start hanging out with those people. 100%. Yep. You start hanging out with those people.
You become a blue hair? Is that what you're saying?
Kinda. If you get up at 4 in the morning, yeah, that's your schedule. How about this for J-Rod and what's going on with the Mariners?
Oh,
they are absolutely red hot. And I mean, look at this. This stat's nuts. Most 4-hit games in the month, according to ESPN Stats and Information. Julio Rodriguez has 5 4-hit games, including last night in August, which is currently 1 behind the major league record. He's got 2 games left. Ty Cobb did 6 times in May of 1921.
Wait, how many days in August? 31? 31,
there's 2 days left. Yeah, so actually, I think they have 2 games left.
Okay, though. But they probably have an off day. Whew,
yeah,
I was going to say, all this life of an independent contractor, I've got to do these invoices. I got to get everything done. I thought I had it till Thursday. Woo! I do. Okay.
Yes.
This is awesome. Did you see him last night on
the home run? Cashed my over 4.5 in the first 5 bet. So yes, I was in love with it.
We were in Seattle, saw the Pirates play there, and the kids, especially Kendall, the little one, said, "Man, J-Rod is cool. Like, he's electric. He brings it. He's leading his team, and they're going. They're getting good pitching."
I mean, the numbers are this. They've won 4 in a row, 12 of 13. They have 20 wins in August, which matches the most in a month in franchise history. They got 2 games left to get it. Unbelievable.
Get it.
He's got a 13-game hitting streak, homered for the 3rd straight game. During this streak, J-Rod is batting .516, 32 for 62 with 5 home runs, 6 doubles, and 21 RBIs. In his past 10 games, according to ESPN.com, Rodriguez has 28 hits, the most by any player in a 10-game span since Kenny Lofton had 28 from April 10th to April 22nd in 1997. That includes 5 games of at least 4 hits. According to Elias, J-Rod is the only player since 1900 with 5 4-hit games in a 10-game span.
That's incredible. That's hitting batting practice. You can't do this on a video game, what he's doing. He's doing this with major league pitching in a pennant race. This is the best division in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The Mariners, the Rangers, and the Astros are all going to make the playoffs. It's unfortunate that one of them, maybe 2 of them, aren't going to move on after they have to play each other.
Right.
Play someone else. That sucks, because I would sign right now for those 3 and one other team to be in and all play someone else. So maybe we could see the next round be like Seattle and Texas, or Houston and somebody.
I mean, it's crazy. Seattle has scored at least 6 runs for the 12th time in 18 games. Now, team total today against the A's for Seattle, that is almost a must play, is it not?
What's the number?
I think it was 5.5 last night.
Hold on. By the way, we just got two really nice comments in a super chat.
Nice.
I just wanted to recognize real fast before I look this up. Crunchy Beaver, $10. He just said, who watches the show and doesn't hit the like button or hit the thumb? That's literally the simplest thing you can do to show appreciation for what these guys do every day. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Crunchy B.
I'm betting this right now.
Big business.
Before
Mariners are on fire. Houston is hanging around, and I'm going to say it. My Rangers are dead. It was fun while it lasted. Evaldi isn't going to come back. He got hurt again. What the hell? Big business. What is he saying, Perrault? He's throwing in the towel? Flagging the Rangers?
How is the Mariners team total only 4.5 minus 130 right now?
Team total Mariners is Waldachuk, Kirby, 4.5. 4.5 minus 130. What should it be?
How is that possible? I just told you the stat. They've scored 6 or more runs in 12 of 18.
Total in the game is 8.
They scored 7 against the Mariners. Sorry, against the A's. The Mariners, let's just run through what the Mariners have done here recently, because this is unbelievable. I can't believe this number is what it is. So the Mariners have scored. Let's just go back here to against the Royals.
Okay.
Which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series ago.
Okay.
10, 6, 6, 2, 10, 7, 14, 6, 4, 7, 15, 3, 7.
So every game but 3.
Yeah.
Was that 15 games?
Yeah.
I think it was about 15. 12
Sounds
and 3?
right. Yeah. Yeah. How is this 4.5? Bet this now.
What the hell should it be?
5.5.
I would sign for 5, but I mean 5, and what do we make the other team's total? 2.5?
That's what it is.
Well, the game total is 8. And the team total is 4.5 and 2.5. I know you're not good at math. But what is 4.5 plus 2.5? Go slow.
8.
What's 4.5 plus 2.5? I'm going to ask you again. Go slow.
What do you mean? Oh, it's 7. Wow. Why is it 7? That's weird.
So you just gave me the team totals of 4.5 and 2.5.
Hold on, is that right? Hold on. Is that right with FanDuel?
And the game total is 8.
No, the game total is 7.5.
The game total is 8. I'm looking at the line screen. There's
FanDuel is 7.5. I'm looking at FanDuel's numbers.
That's the only book. Them and Superbook.
It's 4.5 and 2.5, and it's 7.5 for the game. That's typical.
That's fine. But go slow. If it's 8, you are thinking correctly. The total should be 5.5 and 2.5.
Yeah. Team total
Instead,
Mariners.
we're going to make it 4.5.
Bet it now.
Well,
before it moves.
Once all the people that watch the show that then go do the content, and all the plays of the day will be the Seattle Mariners team total over because of this trend and this crazy thing.
Yeah.
Just say you fucking heard it on the BVB. Sorry, Will.
That should be a play. At 7.5. I mean, Kirby's been good, but Waldachuk has been okay. But their offense just is ridiculous. Game. Not first 5. You can do first 5 team total over if you want. That should be 2.5. You can do that if you want to. Only certain books give you that, though.
Team total should be 2.5. All right, I'll buy that too.
So
that's pretty impressive.
It's ridiculous. They're scoring.
I mean, it is. Raymaker Lou said he got 4.5 minus 130 last night.
Good.
It went to 5.5 before the pitch last night. So grab it now. So the next move is exactly that.
What I said.
And if the boys the joints are watching the show because they know they enjoy the show, because me and Perrault don't sugarcoat anything and we just tell the truth. They're probably moving it right now. So good luck.
I just bet it. You should bet it. I like that bet a lot. Better to book it over 4.5 team total Mariners.
Bet it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just ride the streak. Baby.
Did you see the Red Sox game last night?
I saw. I didn't see how it became the blowout. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. Hold on. Let me get set.
The Boston Red Sox season ended last night. For those of you who want to know time of death, it would be about August 28th, around 10:15 Pacific time, or Eastern time, rather.
Wait, the season's over?
Season's over. Time of death, DOA, flatline, goodbye. See you later. Red Sox here, over.
Clear.
Goodbye.
Clear.
Time of death. Last Reichs, do the whole thing. Goodbye. See you later. Put them, toe tag, goodbye. Put them in the, in that big steel thing. See you later. Unreal. The Red Sox literally punted a game that they needed. They needed it. They bring in this kid. They hand him the ball and say, "Good luck, kid. No one's warming up. No one's coming back." He gave up 10 earned runs. 10.
I didn't look at the box score. How many innings pitched was that?
4, I believe. They literally let the kid hang out to dry.
Earned runs times 9.
To be tattooed over and over and over. Jose Altuve. Red Sox were down 3-2 going into the top of the 6th inning. And then they went, Chris Sale really doesn't have it today. Got to go to the bullpen. 4 1/3. This guy, Kyle, they call him Bear Claw, but Kyle Barraclaw is his name. Picked him up off the scrap heap. Was an angel at one point this year. Gave up 11 hits, 10 earned runs, 5 walks. He threw more fucking pitches than Chris Sale did. Chris Sale threw 92. He threw 94.
That's a lot of pitches.
Could you imagine paying for a ticket last night at Fenway Park? Can you imagine paying $50, $60, $70 a ticket to take you and your family in a 3-2 baseball game that the team needs the game? They need it. And they give the ball to a reliever and they just go, we're tired, guys. We got a lot of baseball left to go. We're done. That's it.
Stay out there.
Every Red Sox fan went, this is your fault. Chaim Bloom, this is your fault. You did this because you were so inactive at the deadline, not adding arms, not getting guys in the minors ready to go. Because if you're burned out, call a kid up, get somebody up here who can get somebody out. The relievers were toast. They're toast tonight. They're still toast. They've ripped through their relievers because their starters. I think I saw this stat. They haven't had a starter go into the 7th inning in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it just doesn't happen. They keep on running the same guys out there over and over and over again, and they don't have the arms available. So it was, Chris Sale, we need you to go deep tonight. But because Chris Sale is as frail as your grandmother's china, that they go, oh no, got to go protect Sale. So make the kid go out there. And if he doesn't have it, so what? We're going to lose this game or we're good.
Don't mess with Nani's china.
94 pitches.
You couldn't touch grandma's china. Not if she found out you were even in the room where the china was, you got your ass whooped.
Altuve hit for the cycle. Red Sox are done. That's it.
Hit for the cycle. I saw that. Well, I didn't realize that was all one inning.
6 innings, 6 runs in 1 inning. It wasn't all 1 inning. He gave up 6, 2, 2, and 0, amazingly enough, in the 9th inning. And then somehow my Red Sox team total with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning, runner on first and second, I get a crazy single by Wong to drive in the 5th run. So I cashed my team total over Red Sox 4.5.
So it wasn't Wong, it was right.
Yep. Correct.
That's good. Wong was right.
And it wasn't 2 Wongs or 1 Wang. It was 1 Wong.
One Wang. It's just going to be it's God, please. I hope he goes 15-0 to start the season.
Right.
Say Wong, 2 Wongs, 1 Wang. Please. Jeremy hit it. It's, I feel bad. All right.
For who?
The Mets season's been done. Gorov, 1-star Gorov wants to come in and play taps for you Red Sox fans.
No, he should. Go ahead. Do it. Send the video. I'll play it. I'll do it. Some Red Sox fans don't agree with it. Some Red Sox fans think it's just one game. It's not a big deal. I disagree.
I think it is just one game. Like, I
disagree.
People were crazy.
No, that's it.
It's over. That's it. So Bello can come out today as a short favorite, pitch a gem, and beat the Astros today, and you'd be like, that's just another game.
Look, the Red Sox are 5.5 games behind the Astros and the Rangers. You have Rays, Rangers, Astros, then the Blue Jays, then the Red Sox. Those are your 5 teams competing for 3 spots. The Red Sox
teams, 3 spots.
The Red Sox are going to be entering the month of September with at least a 4-game deficit, having to make up and jump over multiple teams. Don't see it.
Winning streak, maybe 1 week. We're good.
All right, so let's go over the Red Sox schedule for the month of September. Just tell you if it's easy to do. Red Sox will play the Royals and Tampa Bay on the road. Okay. House of Horrors, Kauffman Stadium, House of Horrors for the Red Sox, FYI. And then they go to Tampa to play in that pathetic ballpark, and they need it as much as the Red Sox do.
They could go 4-2.
Baloney. Not against Tampa. They
sweep the Royals and take 1 from Tampa. That's 4-2. Good.
All right.
Next.
They come home, Baltimore and the Yankees. Now they own the Yankees, but they
own the Yankees.
They suck against Baltimore.
This is true.
Okay. Then they go at Toronto and at Texas.
Oh.
2 teams that very much need those games as much as the Red Sox do.
So they're playing playoff games. Go ahead.
Home for Chicago. Home
Sox?
for Tampa.
White Sox?
Yep. White Sox.
Or Cubs.
White Sox.
Okay.
Yep. Then 2 against Tampa at home. A very strange Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't get that. That's actual schedule. It's not makeup. It's schedule. And then they play a 4 spot on the road at Baltimore to end the year.
Well, I mean, they're in control of their own fate, at least. They play every team above them is their play.
Right. And they have a winning record against the American League East. And that's basically it.
Sorry, JC from Casey. I got something for you. I said you would sweep the Royals, and he said WTF. Sorry, right. JC. I love you, brother.
He's right.
Listen, Mr. C, Chris Covey, he dropped the fin and said in the super chat, Cora sent his message to the pen and Chaim in one action. Thanks for the work, Penn. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, Chaim. He's right. He's right.
And we win the next 2.
Oh,
I disagree also.
I don't know if look. I hope I'm dead wrong. I hope the Red Sox win 20 games in a row. I hope that they get red hot. I think it's dead. I think the year is over. I think the morale has never been lower around this team. Chris Sale's post-game press conference last night, he literally said, I was supposed to be the ace tonight, and I wasn't. I was awful.
That's a him problem, though.
I mean, it is, but it's also just where the team.
That ace.
He hasn't, and he's paid like it, and he knows it. I'll give him credit, though. I mean, it's one of the, it's funny. Red Sox media I like it. They're like, again, Chris Sale, takes ownership of sucking, but he's not any better. He keeps on saying, I'm supposed to be better, and he's not. So it's like at some point it rings hollow when you keep on saying, I'm supposed to be better, and he's not better. So what are you apologizing for? You're just not that good anymore. So you're not an ace. You're not that guy. And the Red Sox needed you to be that guy. Brian Bellows, the ace of the staff, and he goes tonight, and I have 0 expectations for him tonight.
I'm fired up now. I'm going
0.
on. I'm going to go on Sports Grid later, and I'm going to wear the Astro stuff. So Morency can come on and say, oh, you're picking the Astros. I like the Red Sox. And I'm going to say, no, I'm putting a jinx on the Astros because I like the Red Sox.
Okay.
Bellows going to pitch good tonight. Bet Red Sox and under. That's my bet it or book it at the end of the show.
Astros over 10. Already bet. Whatever. Do we already know the teams?
Conler said, don't be a quitter, Matt. He's right.
Well, I'm a Boston fan. It's what we do.
It's what you do, man.
We complain and yell and scream and yell about it, and it could, because we know. We us old guys know. You kids don't even know. Well, we know. We've seen a lot.
The Boston kids have no idea what they have. They think it's championship city every damn year.
Yeah,
they have no idea what
that they're tracking that kid who had at 10 years old had that sign. He was 10 years old and he listed all the championship parades he's been to. He'd been to 4 Super Bowls, a Stanley Cup, an NBA championship, and 3 Red Sox championships at 10 years old.
What is that? Yeah.
They're tracking that kid to see what its life will be like. It was right. So that's
trying to be
no
a Pirate fan. I mean, it's
they have no idea.
In Pittsburgh behind me. It's nighttime every day for the Pirates.
That's true.
I mean, it's brutal.
But do we know the American League wildcard teams already? I think we do.
Do we?
Yeah. Seattle,
Houston.
Texas, Houston,
Yep.
Tampa, Baltimore, and whoever wants to win that pathetic thing they call the Central.
It's going to be the Twins.
Okay. There's your teams. That's the wild card. That's the bracket.
That's it.
I think we're already done in the American League.
As far as who, we don't know how.
Right, in terms of the order, in terms of who wins the West, but I think those are your your playoff teams entering September 1st. Right. Those are your playoff teams for the American League.
You're right. I think those are it.
And then the National League is far more volatile. So we can
stop the nonsense with the American League East, like Toronto is not going to make it out.
I think Boston and Toronto are out.
Really?
Yeah. The National League, far different.
Can we tell Joe C to stop doing the Angel thing?
Like he is coming. He's coming up. No, what he's tracking is whether or not I'm going to be right. I said at the trade deadline by the end of August, the Angels were going to be 10 games out.
It's going to be right there.
It's right there.
It's right on that number.
Yeah, it's right there. So that's why he's tracking it. So come the 1st of September, Joe C doesn't need to track it anymore. We're done.
Joe C, I need you for 3 more days, brother. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for coming in there. That's good. Yes.
The Phillies are 4.5 games up on the Cubs. The Phillies are making the playoffs.
The Phillies are, making the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay. Cubs I thought you said aren't.
Yes, they are going to. But the Cubs, Diamondbacks, Giants, Reds, Marlins.
Yes.
5 teams, 2 spots, all separated by 2.5.
Every time you say it, I think of 2 Girls, 1 Cup, or whatever that thing is. And then I think about Googling it, and then I stop.
Don't.
5 teams, 2 spots.
All separated by 3 games.
Holy cow.
Yep, 3 games in the loss column. Chicago has 62 losses. Diamondbacks and Giants have 63. Reds and Marlins have 65. That's going to be a race.
Man, oh, man. Wow.
So,
who wins?
Right now, I think you're talking Phillies, Diamondbacks, Giants.
Phillies, Diamondbacks in, you're saying?
Yeah, Phillies, Diamondbacks, Giants are in.
2 Cubs, teams from the NL West to go with the Dodgers?
3 teams from the NL West.
Well, yeah, that's what it's
2
total. Teams, but 2 plus 1 is 3.
Mm-hmm.
This high-level math that we're doing on this
You said 2 teams in the NL West.
I said 2 teams from the NL West to go along with the Dodgers.
Yes. So just the easier way of saying that is 3 teams from the West. Long way of saying it, something very quick. This is what Jessica and I deal with. You go long ways. We go right to the point.
When I go to the point, nobody likes it. Everybody gets mad. You're jagoff.
Right.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you in 3 words. So no Central team? Other than the Brewers who win it. Like the Brewers are smoking hot.
Yep.
They win again today. Burns, Steele.
Yes.
Every day they're dogs. The Brewers. They won 9 in a row. They're dogs again with their best pitcher on the hill. I mean, odds makers, what are you doing?
I mean, look, because Steele has won. I mean, this is why I'm not betting it. This is the game I wanted to bet this game today because I've bet the last 4 starts for Justin Steele. I love this kid. He's been phenomenal. At home, he's at a 2.65 ERA. He has now won, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of 13 starts.
It's crazy.
Including seven in a row.
I want to shout out Diablo 666 in the chat. He just told everybody, you want to talk about life punching you in the face?
Yeah.
He just found out that his landlord, he said here, just stopping and giving my best wishes to all. I just found out my landlord hasn't been paying his mortgage and we are being evicted, even though we've paid our rent every month for the last 6 years.
It's going to make me sick to my stomach, man. I just watched The Big Short last night.
This effing slum.
Two nights ago, I just watched it. It was number 5 on the top 10 list of Netflix. And I said to Madeline, I said, this is scary. I go, this movie shouldn't be watched. This movie came out in 2015.
Yeah.
I made her watch it with me. She had like 1,000 questions. It's like what it was, what's this, what that. But I was like, you need to watch this.
Yeah.
Because we very well might be headed towards the exact. This might be going on all over again with the housing crisis coming back.
This effing slum has 15 properties that are being foreclosed on, and they all have renters. Me and my wife, twin 5-year-olds and a 7-year-old have a month to find a new place to live. I mean,
that is awful, man. I'm so sorry.
Sorry to hear that, Diablo.
That
He's been a big part of the show and hanging out here with us. We're going to be here doing the show. If there's anything we can do, I mean, there's guys in the chat. That's unbelievable.
He's local?
I don't know where Diablo is.
Okay.
I don't know.
Say where he is, and maybe we have a real estate agent in the neighborhood, in the area.
Or in the Brigade or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Brigade people that might be able to help him out finding a new house.
Yeah.
A new house. But that went on.
That happened to us, That happened to us.
It could
happen
to me.
Yeah.
It could happen to me. I mean,
the sticker was on the door. And I said, "What is this?" And I said to Jessica, I'm like, "What is this?" What? She's like, "I don't know. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I got to call this number." Called a number. They said, "You got 30 days to get out." I said, "What are you talking about?" Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
It's one of the most, like, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking because I rent my house, so I've been thinking the same exact thing, going like, are we going to go through this again? Like, is this what we're doing? Is this what's going to happen? Because it's not, everything is looking scary at the moment for a lot of reasons. And there's just a lot of people who are starting to feel it and starting to get a little worried. People are now asking the right questions to say, are we going through this again?
Right.
The stuff that happened before, is it happening again? All sorts of weird. I'm not a financial guy, whatever, but that, I feel
we'll get someone to do the numbers. You ain't doing the numbers.
No, I know. I'm just concerned about it in terms of what's going on in this country at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it feels, you told me, I don't know, it was a year ago, and you said, "Man, I haven't seen the strip like this since 2007. And I went, "What do you mean?" He goes, "There's a lot of people hurting and no one's paying attention to it." And then all of a sudden in 2008, everyone had to pay attention to it. And that opened my eyes to it. And then, like, seeing The Big Short, which is a movie everybody should watch, how we got into the crisis in 2008, and people are starting to ask the right questions. If people are watching that movie, they're going, wait, what's going on again?
Right. I don't know. I mean, you do the best you can and try to keep an eye on the people in your life. And you come here and hang out for a couple hours and communicate and meet other people from other places. Like, that's the knowledge that I think comes. It feels so powerful knowing that, like, if we take the show on the road to a city and give people a little bit notice in advance, there's going to be someone there likely that watches or listens to the show.
100%.
And they'll bring people. So, like, we'll have people. So, like, the Friday roll call is a recognition of the area codes. Like, Luda had a tremendous song called Area Codes that I never could get out of my head. Now I do it every Friday and I think about it. And knowing that, so it's not just you. That feeling of isolation when you're struggling or you're by yourself or so many things are going on. As men, that's gut-wrenching. Right? And like this feels like that. It's the worst. Whether you're going through, I mean, you went through it. You were crawling through that shit pipe like Andy Dufresne with the divorce. Just like a lot of things were happening. Nothing felt fair. Nothing felt right. We talk it out. We come do the show. There's guys going through this. A guy comes home. There's a sticker on his door. You got 30 days to get out. What about me and my family? I paid the rent on time. Nobody cares. You're out. Somebody goes to the doctor, gets a bad diagnosis. Something. Everyone is going through something, and it just makes you at least understand when someone's in your Toletti.
Yeah.
Toletti hit us with something. Hopefully he's back end of the month. Hopefully we're hoping to hear from Toletti.
Right. That things went well. No, it's true. Speaking of Luda, by the way, not to change topics, but did you know the MTV? I almost called you and told you this. MTV is now playing music videos again. But
just
they're
on
all
a loop?
No, they're all 1990s. They're going in their back catalog. They call it the 90s Rewind.
All the time?
Like for 3 hours every night.
No.
They're just like, I watched it with Madeline. I was dying laughing because I had my first class yesterday. And every time I have my first class, I have them stand up, say their name, say their year, and give me the last album or artist you listened to. 3 of the kids came up with 90s stuff. One kid had Def Leppard, a whole Tool. I was like, what year is this, guys? I was like, this is
how old was that
high
kid?
school.
The kid was just out of high school?
No, these are college sophomores.
No, I know, but the college sophomore was giving you songs for things from the 90s.
90s. What album? I listened to Tool. My boyfriend had me listen to Def Leppard. Like I was like, what are we doing? Wow, this is not what I thought from you guys. This is crazy. Everything is old is new again. And then I come home and I just was flipping around and I see MTV 90s Rewind and I'm like, what is this? I put it on for the rest of the night. It was like my high school year. Everything was just like all the rap from our high school times, all the old school R&B, all the old school rock music. It was like,
how much fun is that?
Oh, Madeline was dying at this. She was like, you guys, what did you guys watch? It was awesome.
So the videos, I can't explain. The music, I love, but some of these videos.
Remember it was a Busta Rhymes. Remember the Busta Rhymes video where they're wearing all of the fluorescent paint and they're all they're all naked, they're all under the black light. She thought that was the creepiest thing in the world.
Anything went. Anything goes back then. Like,
it was so good.
It started in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, when Cameo came out with a goalie cup on the outside of leather pants. I was like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
That's it. Word up. That was my song. And then it just got crazy. Like every envelope got pushed in those music videos. We were bowling on Sunday, or the last time, not this past Sunday, the time before that was bowling night, Cosmic Bowling. And they played videos from the 90s.
Yeah. Check it out. MTV at night, 90s Rewind.
I'm in.
Look at it because it's unbelievably hysterically funny. It can't even fit the screen because it was back before we had HD TV in the full 1080p. So it's black on the sides of it.
On the sides.
But it's so funny because you don't know what they're gonna play. And it's just like one song after the next. You're like, oh my, I remember that. Oh my gosh, I remember that. And I was like, literally, I could tell Madeline, like, that was my sophomore year. That was my freshman year. That was my senior year. Like, it was all that. I was a freshman in college. Then that came out. Like, so fun. I had a ball with that last night. So if you guys are liking 90s music, MTV actually is playing music videos again, except it's all the stuff when we were kids. It's become VH1. This is what VH1 used to be. VH1 used to be the one where they played all the old school music videos. Now it's MTV.
Right.
So 90s Rewind on that.
Love it.
Okay. From the department of, this is really funny. A Milwaukee bar is now offering that if you come in 15 minutes before the game and Aaron Rodgers starts the game for the Jets and loses, your bar tab's taken care of.
Any game?
Here it is.
The Jets lose, you win. We will pay your drink tab when the Jets lose.
This is a Milwaukee bar.
Here is a show from there.
Here's the schedule here for it's Jack's American Pub in Milwaukee.
I love this.
When the Jets lose, you win. Now, 2 big caveats people have pointed out for this, and I get what they're trying to do here.
Right.
You cannot have it where the Packer game coincides with the Jet game. It has to be a standalone Jet game. And you must be there 15 minutes before, and it's only your bar tab. It is not your food. So, but if they lose, there's only 4 times this will be eligible during the season. Otherwise, the Jets and the Packers overlap.
It's a good promotion.
It's an awesome promotion. It's got nationwide coverage. It's a big bar, I guess, in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I love it.
Go a chance to get people talking about it. I mean, who knows how much money they're going to have to. I mean, he's got to lose the game. He's got to start and lose. There's a lot of things that have to happen for that to be that big of a deal, but they get a lot of love out of it. So shows you what Milwaukee thinks about Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you saw the reaction that big man Mish had. He was like, he's so mellow and laid back. Mostly. Right. He got visibly angry and upset when we mentioned, Aaron Rodgers and playing. And it's like, the Packer fans feel like jilted lovers? Are they?
Yeah. I mean, well, no. I mean, he dragged them through a lot of dirt. I mean, he made them go through a lot of chaos. holdouts, coaches, offenses, not liking LaFleur, Hackett. I mean, there were so many things that went on.
Right.
He's going to stay. He's going to retire. He goes into a darkness retreat. I was 90% retired, and then I came out and, I got to play again. Like, from a football fan perspective, he was a roller coaster ride.
Unnecessarily, too. Like, at this point, just play.
He likes the attention. He loves the attention. Look, a lot of quarterbacks do. I mean, Brady didn't need to be at the game in Dallas for the Raiders. Watching the 4 quarterbacks walk out of the locker room, he says, "Go ruin their night." Like, didn't need to do that.
What are we doing, Tom?
This is what he's a part owner. It's his team now. It's wearing black and silver or black and white. I guess his pants were white, but
Jimmy Jack said they're going to be broke. Lots of early season losses for the Jets.
Remember, only 4 games this goes on to. So
Monday night, the first game is Buffalo, right?
Yeah. So that'll be one of them.
Break them out the gate. Go Buffalo.
Think about how many people are going to be in that bar 15 minutes early. Top shelf liquor. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
Line them up.
Yeah. Let's go. Line them up. Let's have some fun with this. So
it's fun.
All right. Our 32 teams and 31 shows, Circa Sports NFL team of the day. The Miami Dolphins are team of the day today. The Miami Dolphins win total for this year, 9.5. It is flat, minus 110 on both sides. Last year they went 9-8.
Yep.
Let's talk about reasons to be excited. The offense is going to be awesome if healthy. Great wide receivers, great weapons all over the field.
Good. Yes.
Second year of Mike McDaniel's system as well for Tua and company, but Tua is the reason to be concerned. One hit, career could be over.
One hit.
And the schedule is not easy for the Miami Dolphins.
It is not.
Before we go over it, first blush, like you've talked about, what is over or under 9.5 wins for the Dolphins?
It's contingent on Tua's games played. Tua plays 16 games or more. Only misses 1.
Ooh.
I think they win double-digit games.
Okay.
Tua plays less than 16 games, means misses 2 or more, falls 9 or 8.
Are you surprised that the Dolphins didn't go out and do more in the backup department than Mike White and Skylar Thompson? I mean, Mike White came in and played for the Jets at times and looked okay. But I was surprised that they didn't go and get somebody that if Tua got hurt, could keep like a Ryan Fitzpatrick type. Not him per se, but somebody like that.
Well, I think. What do you think of this hat, by the way? This is one of my all-time favorite hats. I picked this up off the sales rack. This is Black Bill. You don't like it. I got the old Dolphins lid too, but this is different.
I can't see that logo without seeing Squish the Fish, and I'm 10 years old again, and the Patriot logo squishing that thing into the ground. So
this is the old Dolphin right there.
I like that hat. That hat's nice.
That's the old Dolphin. I'll put that on in a second.
Yeah.
I don't think you could bring in a quarterback that could threaten like a quarterback controversy if Tua doesn't have success.
It's not just doing due diligence. Look at that thing.
Is that the AI thing?
That's the AI Dolphin.
Now we're talking. I like this Dolphin.
He looks so happy. He looks like he looks high as a kite. Look at those pupils. Those pupils are dilated. He's so high. He's just happy and high. Looks like he did like 3 lines before he got the picture taken.
Look at this. Twins. Look, twins. I like it. We did the Jacksonville one yesterday. You didn't even put up the Jaguar, did you?
No, because he's cute. We like the Jaguar one. We've played it up.
We have put it up.
Not
okay.
fun. No,
right, that's fine.
What do you think of this guy though?
What? Oh, that's a bad mofo right there.
It looks like something you'd see at like a scare kids. That's something you'd scare kids at a bad amusement park. That's what it looks like.
What are those? Like, what's his face?
I don't know.
That guy,
that guy's weird looking.
That?
He's weird looking. Okay, schedule for the Miami Dolphins here. Let's see if we can find 10 wins. They open up 3 of the 4 games open the year on the road. At LA, at New England. Over and back.
That's a tough start.
Oh,
they
and
may
2.
lose both of those games, Perrault.
I would agree with you. I think they're opening up 1-3.
they lose all the road games and beat Denver at home.
Mm-hmm.
That's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
They win the next 2.
All right, best case scenario is they split them first 2, but they could lose those for – this is 1 and 3. Okay, 1.
New York, Carolina, win-win.
Fair 3.
They beat the Dolphins. I mean, sorry, they beat the Eagles on the road.
They go to Philadelphia and win?
I like that in October. Yeah, I do.
No way. 3.
I'll give them a 4. They beat the Patriots
4
at home.
All right.
And they I don't know about this. This is the Chiefs overseas. Germany, I believe this game is.
Yeah. Ooh.
Big game.
It's a big game for sure. I say lose.
Yeah.
Could win.
I'll say lose too. So I have 5, you have 4.
Yep.
Vegas at home, win.
Win.
Jets on the road, win.
Oh, okay, 6. At Washington?
Wow. Tyler says he doesn't have a game with the Dolphins with a spread higher than 4 all year.
This is hard.
Favored in 8, 2 pick'ems.
Right.
Wow. Tight games.
I'm looking at this thinking, thanks, Tyler. That was good. That's hard.
I think I'll say this. I think they split New York and Washington.
Okay.
On the road. They come home. I think they win all 3 of those road games. Sorry, home games rather. All 3 of those home games.
3-game homestand in
December.
That's good.
They win all 3.
That's good for business. 1, 2. They lose the Dallas game.
I'm at 8. No, I'm at 9, actually. I'm at 9.
9, right? Yeah.
I'm at 9. And at Baltimore, loss. Home for Buffalo, it might not matter.
Correct.
If it does, it's a win.
Wow. It's 9 or 10. That's it. But like we do this every day.
Ceiling could be 12 and 5, but the basement could be 8 and 9.
Oh, if we get more Mike White, this basement could be 7 and
yeah. I mean, it could be bad.
7 and 10.
I mean, if they don't have a full Tua, it could be bad.
Man, oh man.
Because I mean, look at that schedule. I mean, that's the first 4 games. We'll learn a lot about the Dolphins. If they by anyway, they come out of there 4-0. Look out!
Here comes our influx of people. Thank you guys again for being here and watching the show, participating in the show. And then I'm going to ask you guys right now: season wins, Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins 9.5. Over or under? OV, under the or over the total? 9.5. I think we get mostly under plays.
I'd bet over. I think they win 10 games. If Tua stays healthy.
Can you win the bet if you don't?
No way. Not even close. That's what I mean. I'm really surprised they didn't go out and get somebody who could be competent to take over the reins if Tua went down.
Well, Mike White can play 2 games if he has to.
And do what?
At worst, split. I feel confident he can come in and win us a game and then maybe not win us a game.
Really?
I'm fine. Yeah. He can move. He can physically perform the functions of the job required.
And by the way, he's right now. Mike White, he just cleared the concussion protocol. He's been in protocol for last week. He's got concussion problems too.
That's not good.
Mike White
under the over the over.
Let's see. What is Mike White has played 8 games in the NFL.
Yes.
He's thrown 8 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, completed 62% of his passes. Let's see. What did Mike White do? Game log. Let's see. Mike White has won a grand total of, he went 1-3 last year, and he went 1-3 the year before. So 2-6, Mike White, in the 8 games in the NFL he's played. That's not good. That's not good. I don't know if Mike White can win you a game. I'm not sure. Depends upon which game he's playing.
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Division's going to be tough, man. The games against your team's going to decide this season wins. You know that, right?
Wow. That's very interesting. It's possible. I mean,
because if they sweep them, if they win both games against New England,
they could.
It's probably going to go over because they
What if
probably
they lose?
split against Buffalo.
What if they lose
split.
both to Buffalo, though? What if they sweep the Patriots but lose both to Baltimore to Buffalo? Then the Jets
split the Jets.
The Jets series matters. 3-3 is not that's an under a pace. 3-3, it's a pace to go under. 4-2 is an over.
Correct. Well, that's what I mean. I was going to say sweep the Patriots and split the other two. That's 4 wins. The season wins probably goes over.
Yeah, I would agree. 4-4. But if they go 0-2 against Buffalo,
right? Yeah,
yeah, that's not good. Now you're looking at a 3-3 mark. And if the Patriots get a win and they split it, they go 0-2 against Buffalo, 1-1 against the Jets, and 1-1 against the Patriots. Now it's a 2-4 mark in the division,
and it goes under,
and the win total goes under.
Right.
So it's a good number. It's a good number. Yeah. You may want to hold your hats for this one.
Oh, wait.
What?
What are you doing?
Time for us to play the Brigade Proxy Service Pro Football Story of the Day. We're going to get ourselves almost done with this on September the 8th will be the last time you guys will hear that. So we're into a 2-week stretch, right? Yeah. Or so. Yeah. 2-week stretch of playing that. And then we're done with the
less
Brigade
than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Less than 2 weeks. So with that, if you guys are coming to town, a lot of you are, we have assignments tomorrow, others appointment tomorrow, appointments on Friday. 702-570-8255 to text the Brigade Proxy Service to make an appointment to come on in here to be part of the Westgate Super Contest or the Circa Million and Circa Survivor football pick contests that we are proxying this season. Looking forward to seeing a lot of you coming up this weekend for a very busy Labor Day weekend here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Here's the question. We are 1 hour away from this. We've not seen this as of yet. Brigade, you can update me as we go. We are 1 hour from the deadline for Jonathan Taylor to be traded. Deadline for him to be traded. Does he get traded in the next hour? Yes or no? From the Colts.
I don't think so.
So the Colts have set a soft deadline for Tuesday, today, at 4 p.m. Eastern. The Colts would have to decide whether Taylor should have been added to the active roster or left on the PUP list. The shift from active to PUP to reserve PUP would put him on the shelf for 4 weeks for any team. Josh Jacobs' deal may be what we're looking at here, but they are very much apart in terms of what Taylor wants and whether or not he'll accept any type of package that the Colts may offer to him. But we got an hour to go here. He wants to be traded. The team said, go out and shop yourself. There's supposedly some mystery team out there that really is interested in making a deal for Jonathan Taylor. Now,
somebody's creating that market. They're just making it
maybe
up.
That's true. But a lot of people in the fantasy football world are very much going to be all eyes on this. Because
of course. What if he goes to the Dolphins? We got to change our whole season win total.
The Dolphins are the team that he may go to. That's why I brought it in there. The Dolphins are the team that was most closely tied to Jonathan Taylor, was Miami.
I mean, that changes everything. If they get a horse like Jonathan Taylor,
right,
and can really keep defenses off
Tua,
keeps off everything. Tyreek Hill, everything opens up even more because they can run and pound and ground the ball.
Right.
Wow. Man, oh man. Yeah, Raymaker Lou said it's supposed to go to the Dolphins. What about the Broncos?
We don't know. There's a mystery team. There's a second team out there. Dolphins are the first team. There's a mystery team out there right now. We're less than an hour away. We're 57 minutes away from now, the deadline. Soft set deadline. They put it 4 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday. That was the team that did that. So there's no pending, but they want to know because they have to start setting up their PUP list today as to who's going to be playing, who's not. So he puts him on the PUP list. He's out for 4 games.
PUP list, for the people that don't know, is the PUP.
Physically unable to perform list.
Not talking about title shots either. We're talking about football.
Football.
Yeah. So you get put on a PUP list. That's an 8-week deal, right?
4. 4-week deal.
So this is a big deal, just a day period, because this is cut down day, right? This is PUP day.
Yep.
A lot of roster moves being made. So I'm okay with them giving them a deadline, I guess. 4 o'clock. But do you think he gets traded?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Because you're a rookie quarterback. You have to run the ball. You don't run the ball, Anthony Richardson's going to be running for his life.
He is anyway.
Okay. But I'm just saying if you have a guy like Taylor, you can take a lot of pressure off your rookie quarterback by just giving him the ball 25 times.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think he's getting traded. And then what does he do? If he don't get traded, he's going to go run for this team?
I mean,
he's going to sit out.
No, I mean, they would come to a deal. Like what they would do is come to an arrangement.
It's never the same after that.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
The relationship?
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, yeah.
It's I don't know. It's done. Man. I don't know. Not buying it. I don't think he gets
Good
traded.
Question from somebody in the chat. Who would want to take that job to back up Tua? That's a good question. Who would want that job? Because there's not like a Ryan Fitzpatrick anymore. He retired. So there's not like that type of journeyman.
Colt McCoy?
Oh,
He's
Colt
available.
McCoy. Yeah. Okay. Colt McCoy could be.
Roger Long put that in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, that would make sense. A Colt McCoy would be a decent option for the Dolphins to bring him in.
He ain't coming to beat him out. He's coming to beat a backup in case, we need it. Right. We need to get somebody to just cover the game.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good idea. But I mean, they put money into Mike White and they have Skylar Thompson too. They like Skylar Thompson. He's, he played when Tua got hurt last year. So it's a tough deal. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. So 702-570-8255 text us for Labor Day weekend appointments to sign up for either the Westgate Super Contest and by the way, the Westgate Super Contest, I'll be very curious because if you guys are going between which to go, like Circa or Westgate, I asked on today's Tuesday. I asked on Sunday.
Yep.
How many entries were into the Westgate Super Contest? They only had 700.
Correct.
That's a winnable contest. That's a winnable. You get hot. You're not competing with 5,000 other entries. You get less than 1,000 entries currently. Now they'll probably get 1,500. This will be a very busy
good number
week for them.
That's what I was going to say. 1,500.
Yeah, they'll get 1,500, but 1,500 versus 5,000. It's a much different pool to pull from.
Right.
By the way, are we doing the pick contest? The season wins.
I got the paperwork in the car. We should definitely do it.
Okay.
We're talking about 32 teams in 31 days. We might as well enter the contest. I wanted to do an entry for us, and then I wanted the Brigade to somehow vote, do something, and we put another entry in with the Brigade. Like,
how or the hell are we going to do 32 picks?
We're going to have. I'm going to give someone a job like Sonic.
Okay.
Like to send Sonic your pick in the Discord or something. Season wins for every team, and someone compile them, and then we'll go over it on the show like next Tuesday, 1 week from today.
You want every person in the audience to put a vote in for all 32 teams
if you want to participate in it, yeah. And then we're gonna do, if we win a thing and we're gonna find out how much it's worth, we're gonna put it towards
much better off selecting 5 people and just do a contest.
No.
Have 5 people and let them let everybody be eligible for it. And then we select 5 winners and they get to select their over under. You know how much work that is for somebody to go ahead and have the entire brigade come up with 32 over unders and you compile all the numbers to find out what the consensus is? It'll take a week.
What are you talking about? You have 24 hours to vote. If you don't vote, there's 24 hours. You don't have a vote. Run a poll on Twitter. We can run a poll on the website on the show Twitter. Over under season wins for this team. Run it for 8 hours, and that's the vote. And we put it through. And I don't know. We got to figure it out. But that's what I was going to do.
You and I doing it for the show is easy. We should definitely do that. That's done.
We're 100% doing that. Me and you are doing it for sure.
But the other one, I don't know how to do that. We got to talk about how to do that. That seems to be that's very complicated. That's because you want to actually track it and actually have them a shot to win it.
Chef Benny said, have a survey monkey, send the link and have people submit it if they want to. Then think SurveyMonkey will track/calculate the results of it for you. Somebody knows how to do it. I don't ask anybody to help make me a line because I know how to make a line. I don't know how to run a survey and put this in, but I'll take the thing and we'll front the money for the contest. And if the brigade wins, we're having a brigade bash. That's what we're going to have in Vegas at some point on us. All you got to do is show up. Great. Or that, or we're going to send, Christmas gifts. I don't know how it's going to work, but that's what I was thinking. So,
all right, we'll keep talking about that.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Okay, this is
what the hell is this?
The feds arrested a 73-year-old man yesterday in Boston.
Is this necessary?
Charged him with running an offshore sports book. It's the first time in the history of Massachusetts that they are charging somebody.
What is this?
With the
law
that is the UIGEA, the Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act. The Mass District Attorney issued a statement saying this prosecution marked one of the first times that individuals were charged with violating the Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act, and it's the first in the history of Massachusetts. The group allegedly collected $22 million here, laundered over $10 million in checks and wire transfers. They're being charged with illegal gambling, transfer of weighted information, interstate travel in the aid of racketeering here on this. Money laundering, racketeering, and violating the Wire Act on this as well. I bring this up because you've mentioned about Massachusetts not playing around. Is this another example of what's going on in the Bay State now that they're legal, that the feds are going to go after? This guy is from Antigua. He landed at Logan Airport. He's 73 years old. They were waiting for him when he was there.
Ain't that a mother?
He'd had a warrant out for his arrest since 2010.
He had a warrant, or they got him once in 2010.
In 2010,
real quick, my friend Howard Barish said to say hello to everybody. He's the Grimaldi's guy.
Oh,
He's
nice.
Down in Arizona.
Very cool.
HB, good to see you. He used to do a drop-in on cash considerations. We'd be doing a show.
Nice.
He'd come in and say something, and then we'd tell him to leave, but he would never leave, and he sat down and finished the rest of the show. At some point, we're going to have Howard on the show because he's got horse picks. He's a horse guy, and he's a Baltimore guy too, and he's all excited about the Orioles.
So in 2010, Sullivan was indicted by a federal grand jury in Boston and charged with money laundering, racketeering, blah blah blah. Additionally, it was charged with the Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act.
So he did get busted once.
No, he was indicted. He wasn't arrested.
He didn't get. Oh, he beat the indictment.
He left. He went to Antigua.
Oh,
he's been living in Antigua
back until now.
75 counts. He's charged
75.
Yep. According to the Mass District Attorney's Office, using bank accounts involving U.S.-based gamblers to pay off gambling debts.
Oh, yeah, my God.
Now, the three co-conspirators, which were named, they were sentenced to 3 and 4 years prison terms in 2011, and they forfeited $24.6 million and $7.7 million, respectively. According to Legal Sports Report, if convicted, Sullivan faces 2 to 20 years in prison and a fine of $250,000. Wow. So for 10 years, he must have thought he was okay. Or 13 years, he thought he was okay. This indictment had been sitting since 2010. The feds have been looking for him. Is there not
a statute of limitations on that indictment?
I don't know. I guess not, because he landed and they were waiting for him at Logan Airport. And click. At 73 years old. I mean, how long can you put this guy in prison for? A year? Can't put him away for 20 years. This is his life.
Couple things. This happened in the late 90s. People that I know were coming back from places like that, and that happened to them. And I swore it would never happen to me. I was like, I ain't staying. You people, because then you stay, and like somebody actually put it in the chat, Kevin Whitrock, big part of the show again. Thank you, sir. Why come back, my man? Live out your days in Antigua. Sounds like real easy to do. And then one of your friends, dear friends from life, or someone in your family passes away. Or you got a grandkid for the first time, and you want to come back and see them. You can't. can't come back. So what do? 73. I mean, I'd be like Papap. Papap's 73. Going to jail. Thank God Papap wakes up every day. He was sick last week with another round of COVID or pneumonia or something. I had to take him to the hospital, and it was nuts in his house. I was thinking, whew, everybody breathe. Papap going to be okay. He's back to work yesterday. Everything's fine for now. Good. But what are we doing? I told you off the air, this is going to be the year, man. They are going to push busting people all over the place. But they are coming for Las Vegas because the Super Bowl is here. This is going to be the tip of the iceberg, Perrault. Is it not?
I don't know. I this is not my world, so I don't know. But I mean, if Mass for the first time ever is enforcing this, and they were waiting for a 73-year-old guy who had a 13-year-old indictment to arrest him and prosecute him, they're not fucking around.
They're not fucking around at all.
No.
75 counts.
Yeah, they're throwing books at people. Like, this is, if they know.
Books, they're throwing a whole library.
Yeah, if they know what you're doing and they know where you are and you have a warrant out for your arrest, I would not come back to the States for a long time. They are looking for people to make examples of.
You ever been to Antigua?
I have not.
Flew over it multiple times. Talked to people there all the time back in the day. Not so much now. It's a small island.
Mm-hmm. With a lot of
I loved Curacao. I could have lived Curacao for a long, long time, but I always had the ability to come back. If I'm going to Curacao and I know that I can never come back, I don't know if I love Curacao as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now where am I going to go? Oh, I mean, I guess I could go to other islands. That's the thing. Like, they're not coming down there to get you, but you come back, boom, you got a library waiting for you. You think they cuffed them at the airport? You think they put cuffs on a 73-year-old man?
Probably not. I'm gonna say no. I hope not. But first time they've ever prosecuted this. It's been on the books since 2006. And now this year,
damn it!
Now they're coming. Now they're investigating. Now they're looking out.
For you guys that just popped in, we were talking about the Westgate has a NFL season wins contest. Matt and I are going to do it. We're going to talk about
for the NFL season wins. You bet
every
over
team,
under what number?
Team. Right.
Every team. 32 teams. What do you do?
Right.
Over under their win total.
Every single team. We've been doing it on the show. We've been talking about it. We'll argue about it over dinner, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
We'll circle the thing and we'll go and submit it. What I wanted to do was to put a submission in for the brigade and call it the BVB Brigade, whatever, where you guys all somehow got together. We voted. And, if you guys had 57 votes over Steelers season wins and 48 under, we would go circle over for the brigade entry. That's what we're talking about. So Tyler's on it. Everybody said, ask Tyler, because Tyler knows everything. So maybe we'll get that. But listen, man, you sent that story and I read it and there was other names in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wait a second. Like, might have seen those names maybe before.
A time or two.
Yeah, I was like, started to think. Do you ever get that moment? You knew this guy in Nebraska who ran the ticket scam. Like when you see the news like that.
Oh yeah, when Marty Terrell wound up going for prison, and then that guy gets out, and that guy gets to go sit courtside at an NCAA tournament game, and everyone's like, what are we doing? Like, we're just gonna let this guy, okay, sure, he's right back to work, right back to where he was, put him right back in the same spot that he was before, where he ran this Ponzi scheme for tickets. Sure, yes, of course. It's like, interesting. But yeah, I mean, I only bring it up, and I'm not trying to scare our friends down south, and I'm not trying to talk ill will of you guys. I'm just saying it's more of what we've talked about Massachusetts not messing around. And this is another indication of like the state just is not interested in playing around right now.
Well, at the end of the article, they posted those 6 states that are on a mission to like stamp out offshore gambling. And I was like, hey, here we go again. Like they're circling the wagons. They're not getting after the right people. Like there are nefarious ones doing it. There are good ones doing it. Like, but look on your home court too. Look what's going on. Like if you're going to enforce it all, starting with this somewhat legal stuff that's like fake, like marketing companies doing it with the way they're pricing stuff and the way they're, just not being fair to customers. It's not a book. It's not that they're not keeping it even too. So
right.
That's
they don't understand that though. You're asking them to understand the business. They don't understand the business. They understand laws.
Right. So the lawyers are running the books.
They're running the state
CEOs or CFOs are running the books.
They're putting
that's bad
the language down.
Right.
A certain number of words in one sentence makes a certain act illegal, and they can understand that. Because if you do that, that's against that sentence of words put together, if that act is against, you're now violating a law. They don't understand how to bookmake. They don't understand what's right, what's wrong, or what's a marketing company, what's not a marketing company. All they understand is somebody put that sentence together, making that act against the law.
It ain't right.
It
just ain't right. I mean,
it's what it is.
It's what else ain't right? Like I was watching the World Series on Sunday, the Little League World Series.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Curacao. Is that not right?
Of course. Why not? You live there. It's like me cheering for Iowa or Nebraska or something.
Well, no, because the USA, it was USA versus Curacao. And I was rooting for those Curacao kids. And somebody said to me, you're not even rooting for USA. And I'm like, no, listen, I'm rooting for a good baseball game. And it turned out to be an unbelievable baseball game.
Who won?
Out to be. USA won. The USA, the kids from California, El Segundo.
Oh, wow.
5-1.
Right.
Top of the 6th, 2 out, bases loaded. Kid gets a cramp in his arm, has to come out, bring in another pitcher, and the Curacao kid hits a grand slam to tie it with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Oh, my.
It was amazing. Like, they tied the game. Bottom of the 6th, Curacao had not given up a home run the entire tournament. Give up a home run to the shortstop. The kid from California walks it off at the bottom of the 6th. Now, it was amazing.
What a memory. It
was unbelievable, right? But someone asked me, like, why you root for Curacao? Did you live there that long? And I'm like, well, one, I did.
Yes, you did.
When I lived, almost probably 18 months total, but a year and a half of living there every day, getting to know these people. It has such a soft spot in my heart. For those kids from Curacao, that may be the pinnacle of their baseball career. For these kids in California, this is another step on a trajectory that they are going to have opportunities and all these other things.
You think, not always, but yes.
Not always, but like California was a big favorite. I mean, it was a big deal. So I didn't think that was wrong. So that's why, like, I'm not always defending the offshore guys. I'm not. There's a lot of jagoffs and assholes doing it down there too. And they're doing it not right. And they're doing a lot of things. But if you don't know what's down there and you think you know, and you do these other things and say these other things when it's worse where you're at, meaning i.e. here, that's where I get fired up. That's why
it's fair.
It just doesn't seem right. That's all.
Fair. That doesn't seem fair. I would agree. At a book at time, one of those future wagers we were talking about. I took the Ravens.
We're doing a future wager right now. Bet it or book it. Is he going to get mad?
Don't care. Here's my. Let me talk you through this. Okay, so Ravens are plus 235 to win the division.
Okay.
Ravens have a pretty good shot at winning the division. Bengals.
I got to start looking at these before the show starts. So the
Bengals,
Ravens. You're going to bet the Ravens to win the AFC right now?
Yep.
Couldn't you have waited until we do Ravens Day?
No.
Like you break the schedule?
No.
Shit.
So the Ravens' schedule is difficult, but not impossible. They've got 4 guaranteed wins for sure. They'll probably go 3-3 in the division. That's 7. And then there's other games out there that are somewhat toss up, but they could be very good. This team has had a rock solid defense for the last 20 years. You can pretty much pencil it down. They're going to be a top 10 scoring defense. They're going to be a top 5 overall defense, and they're just tough to go against. It's what they do. The offense is the question. I think Zay Flowers is going to be a monster addition. I think Odell Beckham Jr. has got a chance to do some big things. And Mark Andrews is the best catching tight end in football. And oh yeah, by the way, Lamar Jackson now is contract happy, should be good to go, should have a big season. Now, you have a new offensive coordinator coming over from Georgia who has played with the best players in the game for back-to-back championships with Georgia. And people thinking, is Monken ever really a good OC? We'll find out what he can do with Lamar. I think there's a shot that they win the division, and there's even a shot that they could wind up winning 12 games and have a chance for them to be the 1 seed and have a bye. They'll definitely have a home playoff game. I think the winning. So you could say, Matt, just bet the division. It's plus 235. Yeah, but I want a bigger position because it's 11-1. And if they win the division, they have a shot at a bye, but maybe they get a home playoff game. Now they advance into the divisional round. Let's see who they play. 3 big teams, Bills and the Bengals and the Chiefs, obviously. I just need them into the championship game.
Yeah.
Get me to the championship game is what this bet is all about. I don't need them to win the game. They can still lose to the Bills. They can lose to the Chiefs.
1 step away from that game.
Well, that's one play. That's my point. That's one playoff win. Okay. And then I can start to bet against it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my idea. I need 1 playoff win for the Ravens this season to advance past the first, or for the 1 game they'll play that round. And then I can start to hedge off of it and make money and have it be profitable. With that logic, better to book it 11-1.
It's annoying. Did Kevin from Circa put you up to this?
No, he did not. I mentioned him on the juice though.
Damn it. Kevin's getting a lot of run with us. I like it. Kevin's earned it. He's doing a hell of a job down there.
Yeah.
I'm going to book this.
Okay.
Only because I don't think they're going to win the AFC, but I like your methodology of betting it so you can do something with it. So in that regard, it's a good bet. I don't think it's going to win.
Mm-hmm. I don't need it to win, though.
I know. Well, by explaining it the way you did, that's kind of what we do on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, people, if you don't know the show, listen to the show. Try to listen to it for a couple of days. I think you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's how you explain a bet that may not necessarily win, but you can make something off of that bet. That's a good method. That was good.
Baltimore Orioles run line today against the White Sox.
What the hell?
Everyone's forgetting the Mariners are nuclear hot, but the Orioles are right behind them. They're right behind them.
Yeah, they are. And they keep winning, especially
keep on winning on the run line.
Yep. We're betting this. You can't give me a bag of stolen, laundered money from an offshore place right now and bet on the White Sox. I'm not doing it. No, thank you.
Yep.
We'll bet that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over 10 Red Sox Astros.
Why are you going to aggravate yourself? Why can't you just pretend like this game doesn't exist today?
Because I think both teams score a lot of runs today.
I will totally disagree. I think I'm booking this one. I like under.
I'm not trusting Bello. Bello's giving up 4 today. And then the bullpen's coming in and getting just
This is
ruined.
the problem. If we get to the bullpen, we could have big issues.
How many
I think
Bello has not gone past 6 1/3 this season. Give me
6.
You're getting at least 8 outs from the bullpen tonight. At least. You need at least 8. You might get 9. You might need 10.
Can't even believe you did the math there for the 6 1/3 and 8 outs. That was good. That was pretty good. Did you write that down? You must have wrote that down. There's no way you did that.
I did it last night on the juice. I had it.
That's why you wrote it down for the juice.
I already did this.
Which again, if you listen to Matt on the juice, I think you like this show. It's a good crossover. Both. This is the long form juice. It's good. Plus, I give him his shit back, which is
true.
He needs sometimes.
True.
No, I'll book this one. I think we get a really good performance from Bello tonight in a game under. We get a playoff game, not a softball game like last night.
And we added the Mariners team total over 4.5.
I got to do it. I got to give you one. It's Pirates of Kansas City. JC from KC and all the Royals fans that were very, very in tune last night. I got 2 texts from people that listen to the show. One kid we used to work with at Sports Grid.
Nice.
He's in Kansas City. He said that the Royals were going to win last night, and they were all wrong. Oviedo pitched a gem, 2-0 final. Bet it or book it today. Selby and Reagan's 8.5 over -115 over. Pirates and over is what I really like, but I got to pick one thing as a total. Over. Bet it or book it.
Bet it.
Gotta be.
Bet it.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
You guys are on Sports Grid. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you're watching live on YouTube or live on Twitter, you guys are getting bonus time. So we've got people who've done super chats, but they didn't do any messages and any topics for us. We appreciate all the super chats. It's nice of you guys to do that. Really
awesome. Awesome today.
Daryl Stout, Crunchy Beaver, Big Business, Chris Covey, Crunchy Beaver twice. He says, hammer the over in week 5 for the Dolphins against the Giants. They're going to be tired as a mofo. I agree with that. Mariners on fire. Big Business is Rangers are dead. Fun was lasted, like you said. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they're in the playoffs. And then everyone else, just nice compliments. So I appreciate you guys doing that. That's really nice of you guys for doing that. That's nice of you. Rangers and the Mets over 8.5. Big Business is asking a question. There's a super chat comes in right now.
Rangers and Mets. I really stopped looking at the Mets games because, like, the Mets have stopped trying. It's not really too much of a concern. Let's see. Quintana is pitching for the Mets. They brought this guy back. Oh, man. Texas and over. Over 8.5. Absolutely. 2 lefties. I like over. Big Business. I got to do the research after the show, but I'll send you a text if there's anything else that comes up. The first thought is over. You have a first thought?
I would agree with the over. Yeah. I just realized something. That's kind of good. That's good. So I made a mistake and pressed the wrong button, but the stream stayed on. That's good. Okay. I just learned something.
Tried to end the stream by accident?
I didn't mean to. I was trying to find the numbers. And it was there we go. It came up as what it was. So good stuff there. Appreciate that. Big Business. Good stuff out of you. And that's all you guys. If you have questions like that, you can fire a super chat and we can go over games or go over topics, whatever you guys would like to do.
Addison just came in and said J-Rod over 1.5 total bases is plus money. Plus 125.
Wow. Why are the books doing that? Because it's supposed to be half a base. It's supposed to be one hit.
Well, yeah. No, but 1.5 is a high number. He has to get multiple hits or a multiple base hit. Yes.
But a home run.
Home run counts.
Cashes it.
Yeah. But a walk doesn't count as a total base. So a lot of these things are just literally they're fed by companies like Sport Radar, Bet Genius. They scrape the data. He averages this. They throw it into the book. And that's why it doesn't get humanly touched, at least initially. And, then all of a sudden you need this silly prop for 28,000 and somebody might go, hey, did anybody look at the prop? Like which one of you in the morning looked at the over, saw the props because J-Rod's plus money on over? Just make it pick them. Like, because we're dead. So I don't know.
Covey says Fish versus the Rays, Savali against Alcantara. I stared at this game last night. I didn't know what to do with this game.
Too hard.
Yeah,
this is hard.
I want to bet Sandy. I want to bet Alcantara, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger.
Mr. C's going to do it, by the way.
Yeah, he likes the Fish. Yeah, and I mean, the Fish have been.
Did we announce that they had the baby? Mr. C had the baby.
Did not know.
He's now a girl dad.
Congratulations! That's phenomenal.
Yes. Joined
That's
the
awesome.
club.
Because they've lost 3 of 3. They've only won 3 of the last 10 games. Miami has been going bad right now.
I know. Number screams to me to take Miami.
Okay.
But it's like, what are we doing? I mean,
Chris
fish are definitely the
sharp side. Yeah.
There's no question.
Which
fish? The razor fish? No,
they're not.
What's
a devil? What's a stingray? What's a stingray?
It's a fish.
It is? A stingray is a fish? Ooh, that's a great question. Is a stingray a fish?
Is a stingray a fish? What the hell is it?
Is a ray a fish? I don't know, because a ray is a different type of animal. So I don't know if a ray is a fish or not.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I actually want to look this up.
Is a ray a fish? This is why you got to stick around for the bonus time, people. These conversations
it is a fish.
break out.
Okay, yeah, it is a fish.
It is a fish.
Yeah, it is a fish.
I told you it was a fish. You had to look it up.
I don't want to make sure, because it's a different type of it's a poisonous fish.
It's a fish. I can't believe you.
It's a stinging. It's the most common stinging fish. Okay, interesting.
I don't know what two girls in a cup is. I knew what a fish was.
No, because there's different things, like, some man. Because is a whale a fish?
Is a whale a fish? Isn't a whale a mammal?
Correct. It's not a fish. That's my point. There's things there's things in the ocean. There's crustaceans. There's things in the ocean that are not fish. So I wasn't sure if a ray was a fish or not. I thought it might have been a different classification of an animal.
Wait, the stingray is what got Crocodile Dundee? It got Steve Irwin?
Believe it. He's dead. Yeah, he's died a long time ago.
The stingray got him?
Yeah, I believe it.
This is the zoology portion of the show.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Addison. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is bonus time, story time for a lot of things. Favorite thing about today is what?
I tweeted it this morning. It's on my Twitter at SportsBCakeandSig. 5 years ago today, I boarded a plane to go back to West Virginia to be the director of sports betting.
Holy crap.
I posted the story time on there. Go read it. It's brief because it was a brief stint. It lasted 8 weeks. I was like, this isn't going to work. I kept telling them before I left. They wouldn't believe me. I was back by October 1st or 2nd, I believe. I had done training for 2 weeks. I screamed at the top of the conference tables in these made-up meetings, you guys know this isn't going to work. Dave, shut up. Come home, tell my wife, Jess, it ain't going to work. Dave, shut up. Take the paycheck. Take it, all this stuff. I got on a plane today. I hugged each one of my daughters goodbye. I said, I'll see you guys later. And I left, and I landed. And my friend Moses, the barber, picked me up in Pittsburgh, and we drove to West Virginia. It was at about 8 million degrees there with the humidity. And they said, you're staying at the Taj Mahal. I was like, the Taj Mahal? This sounds great. I've been in communication with these people. They nicknamed this place where they put up employees that just moved to town until they get settled in Wheeling, West Virginia, or anywhere close by. Pittsburgh was 45 minutes away from the house I grew up in. The driveway was 45 minutes away. So I was like, I'll move to Pittsburgh. I get there. Moses and me pick up a key to the Taj Mahal. He said, it's right at the end of the parking lot. I was like, wait a second. At the end of the parking lot, there was like tenement housing. This can't be the Taj Mahal. Took this key with a guy in a golf cart with 2 bags. I'm talking the worst Army barracks looking place I've ever seen.
Damn.
There was no laundry facility except the washing and dryer outside in the basement, outside of this building. We opened the door. This apartment, whatever it was called, hadn't been touched in months. Nothing worked. It was 88 degrees inside. None of the lights worked. I turned to the guy and I said, I'm staying in the hotel. I said, let's go back there. I stayed in a room in the top suite of the hotel at the Wheeling Island Casino for 3 days. And then I moved into the Taj Mahal, where I lived for like 6.5 weeks, whatever it was, and walked back and forth to work without a car, left my car here in Vegas, and slept with one eye open the entire time. The guy told me the first night, don't leave your car in the parking lot. There's a lot of drug deals behind the building.
God.
So park it over by the casino under the lights. They don't bother them there. And I remember, you got to be kidding me. I'm going to open a sports book here. This is my dream job. I'm returning home because West Virginia got licensed. I was going to be able to get the license there because I already had a license in Nevada. Then when Pennsylvania went legal, I was coming home, baby. I had it all. And then reality set in. And it reminded me of all of it today. August 28th, 9th, whatever it is right now.
9th.
Was the day I left. And you can have your dream jobs. You can have everything lined up. Always forward, never straight is a fucking unbelievable mantra for life because I was back beginning of October. Never to go back again. Never to go back east again.
See?
I'm with you. The only place worse I could have gone would have been Connecticut.
There you go. I have a kid in my class from Connecticut, by the way.
You know the town he's from?
New London.
Did you tell him about your feelings about Connecticut?
100%. I said, you have to go watch my show and you have to go watch the video that we have pinned with us and a young lady that you'll see on there with us. You need to watch it.
First day you hit him with that?
Oh, yeah, it was great. Because he just came up to me and he was like, so I have my favorite thing about today. I have 10 girls in my class. I have 2 guys.
Good for you.
10 to 2. I'm like, man, you guys got hell of a ratio. Good luck. And it's going to be fun to watch how they progress through the topics and the way we go on this. But like one of the guys came up to me and was asking me different questions about sports. And he was like, there's a sports section. I'm like, yeah, we'll do sports. And about sports. He wants to be a sports broadcaster. I was like, where are you from? He's like, oh, well, you know, my family moved around, but I'm originally from Connecticut. I was like, really? It's like, where? It's like New London. I was like, oh man. He was like, why? He's like, you know, like New Haven. I was like, the pizza's great. I'm like, yeah, the pizza's great, but that's it. I mean, the only good thing about your state is New Haven pizza. Everything else is. I was like, you don't like Hartford, right? He's like, oh, who likes Hartford? Like, no one likes Hartford. See?
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
all right.
So he was good. So it was. Yeah, my favorite thing about today, it was yesterday, and then in tomorrow as we go back into class in the first week of school and how everything goes. How was the first day for yours? Did you come home happy, sad, mad, bored?
I got a grunt this morning on the way out.
Like,
I said, how was school? Okay. And then I went outside and had that parking notice on my car, and I flipped out on I didn't flip out. I just,
but yeah, your frustration.
So yeah, I didn't. So I haven't heard anything more.
Okay.
I did hear about the 9-year-old had PE yesterday, and it's still 100 degrees. And
yeah, Madeline had it too. She wasn't very happy about that. Yeah, she wasn't very happy about that.
It happens.
So I said, you live in Vegas. It's hot. Get over it.
What did you expect? Yeah, in another month it'll be cold and windy, and you'll be complaining about that. Nobody's complaining. You cannot complain.
Agreed.
There's no more room for that.
Guys, hit the like button, subscribe button. We appreciate each and every one of you. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts if you could as well. That would be very much appreciated. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have more details on the pick contest, on the season win contest.
Yes.
I'm
going to send it to Tyler.
Okay. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll figure it out tomorrow on the program. Dave, Matt, back tomorrow for